Welcome, O brave souls who dare to tread where most fear to go. You found your way to our little corner of the internet where we delve into the true and terrifying. Today, we've got a special treat for you, a chilling journey into the heart of winter. We'll be exploring 3 true winter break horror stories, tales that will make you shiver, not from the cold, but from sheer terror. Now, a fair warning, these stories aren't for the faint of heart. They're real, they're disturbing, and they might just keep you up at night. So if you're ready to test your mettle, buckle up. And remember, you've been warned. Our first tale of terror takes us to a quaint little cabin in the woods. A perfect setting for a winter break, wouldn't you agree? Or is it? Let's delve into the chilling account of the Hendersons, a family of 4, who decided to spend their winter break in such a cabin nestled in the heart of a snow-laden forest. The cabin, a picturesque sight straight out of a postcard, was a far cry from their bustling city life. The serenity of nature, the allure of tranquility, the thrill of terror. Their first night was as serene as one might expect. The crackling fire, the snow gently falling outside, the aroma of hot cocoa wafting through the cabin. But as the old saying goes, calmness often precedes a storm. Or in their case, a chillingly unforgettable encounter. In the dead of night, a sound echoed through the quiet woods. A scratching, gnawing sound, like something trying to claw its way into the cabin. The Hendersons, initially dismissing it as woodland critters, soon realized the intensity of the sound was far too menacing for a mere squirrel or raccoon. With each passing minute, the sound grew louder, closer. The fear was palpable, the air thick with suspense. The once cozy cabin had transformed into a house of horrors. Mr. Henderson, brave as he was, decided to investigate. Armed with nothing but a flashlight and raw courage, he ventured out into the biting cold. The next few moments were a blur. A shriek pierced the silence of the night, followed by a thud. The family rushed out to find Mr. Henderson unconscious in the snow, a look of sheer terror etched on his face. Whatever he had encountered had left him speechless, literally and figuratively. After that night, the family cut their vacation short and returned to the safety of their city home. The scratching sounds, the eerie encounter remained a mystery. They never found out what lurked in the woods that winter night, but the memory of their first frostbite of fear still sends shivers down their spines. And that, my friends, was just the beginning of our winter horror marathon. Are you still with us? If you thought the first story was chilling, you might want to grab a blanket for this one. We're about to turn the frost factor up a notch. Let's delve into our second tale, an incident that would make even the most seasoned ice fisherman shudder. It all starts in a quaint little town, a place where the snowflakes fall as gently as whispers, and the winters are as icy as the heart of a scorned lover. A family of 4, on their annual winter break, decides to venture out into the snowy wilderness. They pack their gear, their excitement palpable, oblivious to the icy terror that awaits them. And just like every good horror story, it begins with a decision that in hindsight might seem a tad unwise. They choose to camp overnight on a frozen lake. Now, I don't know about you, but sleeping on a giant ice cube doesn't sound like my idea of a cozy winter break. As the night descends, the temperature plummets. The family huddles together in their tent, their breath fogging up the cold air. Outside, the wind howls like a wolf in the wilderness, the frozen lake creaking ominously beneath them. Suddenly, they hear a sound, a crack, a groan, then a deafening crash. The ice beneath them gives way. In a heartbeat, they're plunged into the icy depths, the freezing water and the darkness swallowing them whole. The tent, their only refuge, now a watery grave. The family fights against the icy grip of the lake, their screams swallowed by the biting cold. But here's the twist. This isn't a doomed tale of a tragic winter break. This family, through sheer determination and a dash of luck, manages to claw their way back to the surface. They scramble onto the solid ice, gasping for breath, their bodies numb from the freezing water. They survive their icy ordeal, their winter break turning from a peaceful getaway into a chilling tale of survival. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would anyone decide to camp on a frozen lake? Well, I guess when the winter wonderland beckons, common sense sometimes takes a back seat. But let's not judge. After all, we're here for the chills and thrills, aren't we? Still hanging in there? Good, because we're not done yet. The final tale awaits. And now, we've reached the final tale in our winter horror trilogy. This one's a real doozy, so brace yourselves. Our third saga of shivers starts in a quaint, snow-kissed town nestled in the hills, the kind of place where everyone knows everyone, and you'd expect nothing more sinister than a snowball fight. However, as we all know, appearances can be deceiving. In this picturesque town lived a group of thrill-seeking friends, always on the lookout for the next adrenaline rush. One frosty night, during the heart of winter break, they decided to venture into the forest for a moonlit hike. Little did they know, the forest had plans of its own. As the moon bathed the snow-clad trees in an ethereal glow, the friends trudged on, their breath misty in the frigid air. Suddenly, a crunch echoed through the silent forest, louder than any footfall. The friends froze, their hearts pounding like drums in the quiet of the night. Before they could rationalize it as a fallen branch or a stray animal, a howling wind swept through the forest, whipping up a blizzard in an instant. The world around them transformed into a whirlwind of blinding white. They could barely see a foot in front of them, let alone find their way back. Panic set in, their laughter and chatter from moments ago now a distant memory. They huddled together, their bodies shivering more from fear than cold. Hours passed, or maybe it was minutes. Time tends to blur when you're lost in a blizzard of fear. Just when they were about to lose hope, the wind died down as abruptly as it had started, and there, not too far from where they stood, were the twinkling lights of their town. Relief washed over them, their laughter echoing through the forest, a stark contrast to the eerie silence from before. They returned home with a newfound respect for the forest and its unpredictable nature. The thrill seekers had got their adrenaline rush all right, just not in the way they had expected. And there you have it, 3 true tales of winter horror. Feeling the chill yet? Well, folks, it seems we've reached the end of our little horror fest. But don't fret, there's plenty more where that came from. We've journeyed through the first frostbite, shivered at the icy incident, and braved the blizzard of fear. Each tale, a chilling reminder of the eerie happenings that lurk in the shadows of winter breaks. Remember, these are true stories, each one a testament to the unsettling nature of our world. These tales may have given you goosebumps, perhaps even made you glance over your shoulder once or twice. But isn't that the thrill of it all? The delicious shiver of fear that runs down your spine, the quickened heartbeat at a sudden sound. It's the thrill we seek and the thrill we promise to continue delivering. So if you're a fan of the macabre, the mysterious, and the downright terrifying, we've got you covered. You've been brave to make it this far, but the journey is far from over. If you enjoyed getting the chills from us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Because remember, we've got plenty more tales to keep you up at night. Until next time, stay scared.